Fourth Indian player to make his debut in this series versus England. 313th Indian player to play Test cricket for the country. It was a special story. From where he comes from, not very far away from where India are playing this test in Ranchi. His village where he grew up is again not very far. So it was special for him to make his debut here and make an instant impact. Why I say instant impact? Because he was the first bowler to make those inroads earlier in the day when he got the wicket of Ben Duckett with the delivery which came in with the angle slightly deviated away to find the outside edge, and it was no looking back for a young Akashdeep after that. He troubled the likes of Zach Crawley and Oli Pope with the movement coming into the right-hander and looked very, very impressive on debut. It kind of speaks volumes of the trust which the team management had in him, because ahead of the likes of Mukesh Kumar, Avesh Khan probably, because he too was travelling with the squad. Now that Bumrah was rested, there were options for the management, but they went in with a debutant Akashdeep, considering the amount of skid he can get off the surface and the extra yards which he generates both with his bowling and the surface. And that was evident today, because he did trouble England in that morning session where he picked up 3 big wickets of Oli Pope, Zach Crawley and Ben Duckett, and he literally dismissed Zach Crawley twice, but the first time he did that, he kind of overstepped there. But more than the cricket bit, I think it's his special journey which has been full of hardships, which he spoke about at the post-day presser. He lost his father and brother in very little time. There was, in very little space, he lost his father and brother. His brother too was elder to him, and then there was a responsibility on his shoulders to do something for his family, just make a name for himself, carry the responsibility on his shoulders, and he left his house with nothing to lose. I'll use a few lines in Hindi just to drive the emotion which was very much visible when he was talking to the media after the day's play, and he clearly said कि 1 साल के अंदर मैंने अपने पिताजी और अपने बड़े भाई को खो दिया था, तो जब घर से बड़ों का साया हट जाता है तो मेरे को कुछ करना था और मैं घर से निकल गया. मैंने कुछ सोचा नहीं, मैंने यही सोचा था कि मेरे पास अब खोने के लिए कुछ नहीं है और पाने को बहुत कुछ है, और मैं पाने ही निकल गया था. And that is what he spoke about, and he spoke about dedicating this performance to his father, his late father, who he said that his father always wanted him to do something in life, but as he said in Hindi, I'll repeat that, कि पिताजी के जीते हुए जी मैं अपने फादर के जीते जी कुछ कर नहीं पाया ज़िंदगी के अंदर, बट उनके जाने के बाद अब जब कुछ कर पाया हूँ तो मैं उनको डेडिकेट करूँगा. It was very special, the way, the simplicity with which he spoke. He didn't shy away from telling reporters that please ask me questions in Hindi. He was very candid, very raw in his approach, and that tells you, about the depth of Indian cricket. You can find cricketers in every nook and corner of this country, and they are ready for the grind of Test cricket. Akashdeep is a classic example of that. Our immediate memory, or everyone's immediate memory of Akashdeep, would be playing for the RCB in the red and gold, but here he was in Ranchi making the red ball talk, cutting the batsman in half, making the ball come in some mean distance early on in the innings, but it showed the kind of temperament he had, the kind of patience he had, and that is what he had been doing all his life, right? Because it hasn't come easy to him. He started playing tennis ball cricket. Red ball cricket came really late to him, but when he did, he started making it count. So much so that he pipped his Bengal senior state mate Mukesh Kumar for a spot in the playing 11 today. It was a very special day for him. His family was there. His long-time friend who kind of helps him with his cricket was there when the cap was given. His mother was looking very emotional when he kind of showed her the cap after receiving it from India coach Rahul Dravid. So it was an emotional thing, and that has been the case in the series. We've already had 4 debuts, and Sarfaraz Khan's debut, the reels are still going viral on social media. Dhruv Jurel kind of had a very sedate and quiet debut, so did Rajat Patidar, but with Akashdeep and Sarfaraz Khan, I'm sure there are going to be more viral reels on social media as the test and the series progresses. As far as the test is concerned, I think it's still very excitingly poised, because England would be happy to be in the position which they are right now. 302 is a very good total. They would accept it with both hands, because they were 5 down in the first session, and after that Joe Root scoring that brilliant 100 without playing a sweep or reverse sweep. I think he did play a reverse sweep, but yeah, that was it. He wasn't trying to do anything silly. It was a typical Joe Root knock where he was very solid, he was very assured after the early nerves, and kind of put England in a very good position, and anything in excess of 350 will be very challenging on this surface, because mind you, India will have to bat 4th, and if the cracks start to widen up, it's going to become very interesting. So you stay tuned, keep watching Cricket Next, because we'll continue bringing all the updates from Ground Zero. Till then, it's goodbye. Follow us on all our social media handles, hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon. Keep watching.